Welcome to the first video Wages of Cine review. Tonight we're going to be doing Scream Machine 2015.
And you are?
I'm Dan Beck.
I'm Eric Miller.
And I'm Stephen Gillum. Together, we're Wages of Cine.
So we sat down the other night, watched Scream Machine.
Anthology.
It is an anthology, directed by
Scarlet Fry.
So what'd you guys think?
So let's start off with the bookend, the ongoing.
What starts off with this, like Dr. Plague.
Post-apocalyptic.
It's in the future, or near future, and the world has been eradicated. The world's been eradicated by
day after the future.
Ebola virus.
Ebola.
And the only few survivors that are out there are being entertained by this doctor. I forget his name, but he had like that kind of plague mask, kind of pointy mask. I think it's called like a plague mask.
No.
And his assistant.
It's a Victorian style
Yeah. He's saying a plague
doctor.
mask.
Yeah, it's a plague mask.
It's a plague mask.
And he has an assistant who's a head.
Yes.
Yes,
Dr. Headley. Or something.
Was it head? Yeah.
had an eye patch.
It's a
And
way to
bad
get
skin.
head in the world.
He had
Oh.
lettuce around him.
He was on a platter.
He just wanted to be let us alone.
And he was one of the producers, correct?
Yes,
The head was one of the
he
producers, yes.
And Stephen Fry, or Scarlet Fry, sorry.
Stephen Gillum.
Scarlet Fry was the
Man behind the.
mask.
Yes.
And the first is Sledgehammer.
Yeah,
And we can't give any spoilers.
yeah.
So we have to be pretty vague.
Can't get spoiled.
But this is a short with a baseball twist.
Mm-hmm.
A curveball, if you will.
I will.
Thank you.
So in this, it opens with these guys. They're scouts. They're looking for new talent for baseball. There's a pitcher that's practicing, and they're watching him. And
Things spiral downhill.
yeah, they do.
The pitcher is the titular Sledgehammer. Yes.
Yes, that's his nickname.
That is his nickname. He is a great pitcher.
He has like a fastball that is lightning fast. 150.
And
Miles per hour?
Yeah, that's fast.
Man.
meters per second.
What it gave, I thought, and for the whole movie, that was the best gore effect was in this short. My favorite gore effect. When I saw it, I was happy. They were like, "Ooh, look at that!"
It is a nice.
I would like to rewind and watch that scene.
It's satisfying.
Mm-hmm. For me, I would like to have seen how that happened.
Well, sure.
It's. I mean, I
think I
You
was
see the
amused
aftermath?
with
Yes.
the aftermath. It was like, whoa.
just the physics of how that, without giving any of it away, would have been glorious.
I still enjoy it.
Think of playing racquetball, and the ball gets away from you, I guess.
Horrible.
But it's a revenge piece.
Yeah, it was. There was leather.
There's what?
There was lace as well.
Leather and lace.
Leather and lace.
If I would say, a lot of times when you watch these movies, bad horror movies, you think you're gonna see maybe some women.
TNA.
I would say that one thing about this movie, there was not any of that, which is fine. It's just,
Yeah.
It was hinted at.
it was hinted at. This short probably had the most hinted at that.
But it wasn't. It's not like it. It didn't get almost there and then not reveal it, which, in my opinion, is better.
It was tasteful.
It was. It was like all of the stuff was just there, and it wasn't leading you on to that you're like expecting it and then you're let down. That's what I.
It's the crux.
All right. So, without giving any spoilers, I think I've covered.
Yeah.
That is a non-spoiler review.
Non-spoiler review.
Spoiler review of that one.
Then we are brought back to the doctor and his head assistant. They say some.
Good one. Head assistant.
They have some one-liners back and forth. The head he gets some good stuff. He has some pretty good lines in there. And then they introduce the next one, which is cannibal pen pals.
Yep.
That
Freaky.
it was freaky.
Very freaky.
It's in here in local news in Augusta, Georgia. There's been talks of you go to a bathroom and you see like a guy will put his foot into the stall and tap, and that's like a signal, like, hey, I want to hook up. I mean,
This
He
must
knows.
only happen
He
to
knows.
him.
you don't read the newspaper? There's a serial foot tapper out in the bathrooms. Be careful. And if you go out, don't tap back. And this
don't
piece
shuffle your
has that in there. This guy is unhappy in an unhappy marriage, and he's not, wants to get out of it. He's going to work, stops at a gas station restroom, and
He has kind of a hidden life.
He
Yeah.
does.
Actually, has a double hidden life.
Yeah.
In that
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
his foot tapping and his
reason he's not happy in his marriage is maybe because she's a woman.
Well, she is kind of fed up with, as she says, his cracker ass.
Huh. Well, we don't condone that. But, but he meets his buddy he's sitting at the stall, and he taps his foot and comes out. You're like, oh, what's going to happen here? And he apparently knows the guy. He knew him, right?
no, it was a
No,
meeting.
It was a new
That's
meeting.
Mr. Foot tapping. You know about how that works.
I do not know how that world works. They did not explain that in the article I read. But he hooks up with this guy, and they go to a hotel room. He skips work, and he goes to a hotel room with this guy to enjoy each other's company.
But the layer of the title Cannibal Pen Pals,
Yeah, when he wakes up at the very beginning,
we can't say who he's pen pal.
but he pulls a picture out of the drawer and he's looking at this person. And that's his fascination.
Almost a love interest.
It is. Even he references that later on.
He
We
does.
can't say who that person is.
I don't think we should. I mean, you see it in the first couple minutes.
He has a pen pal.
Pen pal.
Pen
that
pal.
Maybe
may or
someone-
may not be in prison.
Someone famous, kind of
doing-
infamous.
Infamous.
He's infamous. And I mean, there's something that happens in the hotel room. It is
Hopes and
horrific,
dreams. Very horrific.
Yep.
and a twist is revealed at the end.
Yep. Which in the context of how the story plays out, this one was pretty good at how it shows the timeline.
It does flow.
It's like without spoiling it, this person has been incarcerated, and then it comes full circle with true events, which is it was pretty good how it brought that into it. And
And it's left very open of this will continue
yeah,
almost in a copycat manner
yeah,
or in honor of. Yeah.
Scream Machine in general is a pretty campy film.
Yeah.
I would say of the shorts, this is the campiest
yeah.
of the shorts.
It's definitely the grossest for me.
Especially like in just the way they talk and the dialogue and stuff. It's pretty. Had a lot of comical moments in it.
There was some laugh out loud
Some
times. in that.
LOLs.
Some walls.
When, yeah.
You just said
I looked back and Dan was going, lols, lols. And then we were brought back out to the Doctor again,
Yep.
and Mr. Head, and they introduce April Fool's Party.
Which had my evil clone in there
Yes.
with bad teeth.
Eric Miller's doppelganger.
I made a Sans cameo.
If you need a stunt double, Eric is your man.
I will die in your movie.
That's pretty much everything.
I die in every movie.
What happens in this?
There is a horrible April Fool's prank gone awry. And it's kind of a running theme in the whole mini movie. It's constantly, I guess, pushing to the breaking point.
Well, like on this one, remind me on it. It's like there's a group of friends,
Yes,
and they're wanting to meet up with their,
other friend.
and they had decided to pull a prank on him.
Yes, a massive prank.
Because he uses drugs. I mean, that's
A lot of
kind of that's
drugs.
not
Their
like
friend
a,
used the drugs?
Yeah. That's
Every
not
time
like
you
a.
see him,
Do they
he's doing
all?
drugs.
Well, I think they all do, but they
When you're
knew
introduced to
his
this guy.
lifestyle that he's going to be tweaking at that point. So they thought it'd be funny to keep pushing his buttons.
So
'cause
they're
that's
calling
gonna-
him, and they're
yeah.
like, "No, he didn't answer because he's probably
He was scared,
stoned out of
and
his
just,
mind."
just paranoid.
It's like they almost kind of had it timed out. Like
Yeah.
now I can call because he'll finally answer.
Yeah. And they wouldn't answer when he was calling, that kind of
Mhm.
thing.
They were messing with him.
They were big time.
And
How'd it go?
culminates in
In dentistry.
culminates in dentistry. It's sad, and then it's kind of very funny.
Are these type of friends you guys would
At the-
want?
I would like, if that happens to me, you guys are welcome to go all orthodontic on me.
I don't want to hang out with those guys. That's not my idea of a good weekend.
Kind
That's
of reminded me
to
of
each their own.
the crew from Return of the Living Dead, just the kind of
I would
punk
like to hang out with them though.
posse, almost because he was trash.
But they were just out, driving around. These guys were.
They were walking.
But they weren't harassing other people. They were just harassing their friend, and that's what friends do. Right?
No. Don't harass me.
I'll be at your house.
I get as scared and I don't like it. But I mean,
That's
that's
true. You do.
It was a good, psychological experiment. I could see myself having done that in my past with friends, and in the future with you.
Yeah.
yeah. All right. After that ends, we are brought back out to the doctor, the good doctor, and his
Trying to get
assistant.
ahead in life.
And then they introduce septic shock.
Dirty.
And this one stunk.
Oh!
It did.
I found a new way to knock somebody out.
Yeah.
It's a very unique way to chloroform somebody.
Well, you're gonna have a hard time with that.
I would like
As
to
would
get.
I.
would like to get chloroformed that way.
What way is this?
Are we allowed to say this?
Yeah, it's not a spoiler. It happens. I mean, it doesn't give away. It's
Yeah,
the setup.
It's
It's
the
the-
setup.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I believe there is a chloroform in the cleavage form,
Mm-hmm.
and then basically
So it's like a guy and his wife
and their counselor
at
therapist.
you're getting some counseling, marriage counseling. And at some point, she just
She gives him that look. That's the part I liked. Is
Uh-huh.
He's talking, and then she's smiling, and then he looks away, and she goes, "Yeah, right there."
the doctor.
No, the wife.
Who is there like a signal though?
The wife is laughing, and I'm talking. I'm the husband. This is the wife. And then I look away, and you get this, and you know that something is amiss.
Yeah,
And
she's
I was
playing.
I was like, did that supposed to happen? And then you realize that there's much more to it.
So the wife gives him a chloroform. He's out.
OUT. Wakes up. He wakes up in a bad place. I don't know.
Yeah, he wakes up in a.
He's just he's in a crappy way at that point.
He's in the crap. He is poop out of luck.
You're in trouble.
Of all the shorts, this one I thought had the most creative lighting.
Yeah.
Because he's in a place that there's probably no light in such a place.
What?
You have to see the movie.
What's
But,
up?
This is safe to assume there's no light.
but it's filmed in a kind of a blue. But it gives you like kind of a claustrophobic feel when I was watching. I'm uncomfortable watching it. I'm imagining the stench and the darkness, and probably it's hot.
Yeah,
wet,
it's
wet and
probably
hot.
hot.
And funky.
Very, very
And he's
funky.
finding things in there with him that, if once you realize what it is, it's going to make your experience down there even worse. And there's a tortoise.
Tortoise.
A tortoise.
Well,
He's
it's
crawling
his
around.
pet. It's his pet turtle.
And he's,
I don't.
You
Yeah.
know, it's not his pet turtle.
I thought it was his
No,
pet turtle.
No, no, it's the doctor's pet turtle.
Oh.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because they're in there at the beginning of the doctor's office, and she's just like, "Who's this cute fella?"
Oh. So it's all tied in.
Yeah.
The tortoise is enjoying a
Tortoise.
piece of celery.
That is the sound effects on that celery are awesome.
It's the type of crunch that makes you want to go get some. You're like, man, that sounds kind of good. I wish we had some celery.
I hate celery, but dang it, I want some now.
Yeah. I would not, watching this, eat it with peanut. I usually eat it with peanut butter, but I would not, in the context of this film, dip it in any sort of
I
peanut
ate mine
butter.
with
Some
Bloody
chocolate.
Marys.
A little bit of chocolate.
Hazelnut, Nutella.
But,
So, yes.
Yeah, that septic shock.
Kaflooey.
Find out, watch it, and find out what happens to this man and his situation.
Yep.
Then again, back out to the doctor and the head. They're just going, these doctor and this head guy are going
Joking.
at it.
They hate each other, but they love each other.
I mean, they're stuck together.
Yeah.
I would like to see more like how'd the guy get headless. That was never explained, right?
I don't think so.
It seemed like he had Ebola. He had that kind of.
He had some skin issues.
They introduce the last of the shorts, Deadly Indie Drive-In. Deadly Indie Drive-In.
Yes.
Which is kind of a movie within a movie within a movie.
That's true. Yeah. And the movie that was playing at the drive-in appeared to be a guy cleaning his room. That's just what I take away from
There was a lot of cleanliness happening on the drive-in.
it. Well, I mean, maybe that's the audience, and that's what you impose after
Yes.
septic shock. It's like you just,
Oh, yes. You're dirty, then you must get clean.
yeah, I mean, maybe that went into it. I don't know.
But it's a man and his date. Maybe first date, maybe second date.
Yeah.
I don't think they've been dating for very long.
That's the impression.
I got
thought
the
they were like
impression
an
they
old
were-
couple. They're so used to each other.
Well, take from it what you will.
I thought that they might be a new couple.
Thank
New-
you.
Okay.
I
Out of the
don't know.
drive-in, new couple on a date. It's a good date. Drive-ins are fun.
It starts off as a good date.
I mean, I was like, yeah, you think it's gonna be a good time. You go to concession, get some good snacks.
There's some inner monologue happening, and
Yeah, there's when you go to the drive-in, you don't have that thing on the they put on the side of your car. That's like the old days. Now you just tune your station into whatever the drive-in station is, and the sound comes right through your car.
Yeah, use your own speakers.
So they have sound coming in their truck, and they're watching their movie. And the female date, the lady, starts hearing
having issues.
hearing stuff that he doesn't hear. And they kind of just ignore it, like she thinks she's hearing something or static, something.
Mm-hmm. And then she wants some food.
Lots of food.
Get some snacks, and he goes and gets some delicious concession, some popcorns and some of those raisins with that chocolate on it.
Yeah,
What are those called?
Raisinets.
That's right. And I there again, I kind of wish I had some concession when I was watching that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can you say about it without giving it away?
I got there's the climax of that scene, if you will, was a little bit laugh out loud. I got a kick out of
Were
that.
you lolzing?
I was lolzing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It does go from.
Just seeing
What's a-
that was kind of
It goes from horror to like,
What's a common thing at drive-ins?
Is it? Is
Yeah.
that?
I mean, not to that extent, but
I've never been to a drive-in, so I don't know.
you're not going with me.
Please.
We'll all three go to the drive-in together, and that'll be our next our next
We'll do a
review.
podcast from the drive-in.
We're here live at the drive-in.
But it ends very poorly.
Yes,
Again, being
as have they all.
yes.
Yes.
This is not
Head
a
to toe.
feel-good victory type movie. You're not gonna want to go out and
Kind of
like,
scared. I
take
was a
on
little bit like, I don't want to. No. I had a date. I had to cancel.
Like I just had a bad experience watching some stuff, and I don't think this is gonna go well.
We can go in separate cars, talk through the window.
We're not going on April Fool's Day, which is coming up. You
Yes,
want
it
to
is.
do
That is. What, week?
Don't
week
be
or so?
pranking me.
I shan't prank you.
I
See any
shall. I shall.
masked fellows outside my window. I'm coming out swinging
Yeah, right.
with katanas.
I will be outside the window with a sledgehammer.
So then, at the end of that, we were about back to the good
doctor.
doctor, and they kind of wrap things up,
Yep.
and maybe in such a way that maybe there could be a sequel, Scream Machine 2,
Scream machines.
Scream Machines. Copyright Wages of Cine. So so this is independent. This is low budget.
Yeah, very campy. I mean, if you go into this movie expecting something different than what it is, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Right.
I mean, I don't think anybody that can go into this movie is gonna like mistakenly think that it's something other than what it is. I mean,
Typically, this audience knows what. I mean, even to say like at the very beginning, we forgot to mention, it is introduced by Lloyd Kaufman.
yes,
Trumbo.
that's Lloyd Kaufman is.
And I think starting off that way, get ear to ears, being told this is the type of movie you're going to watch.
Mhm.
And kind of a Troma-esque type film. And there's no trickery or anything. You're not going to be watching a Michael Bay film. This is this is going to be like a campy, some gore.
Yep.
You know, they're having fun making it, and they just want you to have fun watching.
Yep. Get a group of friends together, sit around,
Drink.
Eat some concession.
and when the parts are laugh out loud, laugh out loud.
Laws.
Laws, by God, laws.
Or if you watch by yourself,
Yeah.
laws all you want.
Keep the lights on.
Not in the dark.
But I will say that I did not poop my pants.
How do we know?
I checked after I was done.
Fair enough. It was a good escape.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
Well,
zoning out for a
scary
while.
thing happened after we were done watching.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, tell two scary things.
One was to you.
One was to you.
My car would not start.
Later, this is
This is like after
almost
midnight.
Yeah, it's the witching hour,
Let it all hang out.
and we're in our new place that we're not familiar with yet. There's
Yeah.
a lot of weird noises, and there's some legends of things that have happened down here that we've not tested or
Yeah.
had time to investigate. So, kind of scary.
Yep. And it was also on St. Patrick's Day. So there's already craziness going on in the city.
Sirens are blazing.
Yep.
Drunk people. Criminal activities.
Drunks, hooligans.
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 That's who you have to be worried about.
Each vegetables.
What was
So-
the
Oh, go ahead.
What was the other scary thing? I just knew of the one with the car.
I think you said.
Was there
Patrick's Day.
two scary things?
We just had our neighbors come over and
Oh,
I wasn't going to say it that way, but yes.
that was a little scary.
we love our neighbors actually.
Could be.
We're hoping they're watching this review
They're over there.
from their window right now. So,
So what was your favorite of the shorts? Overall favorite. Which did you enjoy watching the most?
okay.
Me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think I enjoyed Sledgehammer. And actually, I liked the drive-in one as well. Yes. You, Mr. Dan?
The one that made me,
Cringe.
well, it didn't make me cringe. Well, yeah, it did. It cringe and laugh, and I just had fun while I watched it. Is the Pen Pal. Cannibal Pen Pals.
Yeah.
It's just. I mean, that was just fun sitting
It
beside
did-
you watching it.
it
You're
did-
just
it
like,
did make you
oh.
cra- oh.
Just good fun.
No. How about you, Steve?
Oh, my favorite is the book and stuff, the doctor and the head guy. But I mean, that's not one short. That's the part I enjoyed the most. I'd like to see more of those guys doing stuff. But Sledgehammer is also my favorite. I had the coolest, like the gore that I enjoyed, and it was it's like got straight into it. You know, it's like you knew what was going on. It was kind of it's right. I was into it. It stuck me in. And threw me back out.
At 150 miles an hour.
So yeah. We gonna do our ranking system
Yeah, let's do it. Just
We,
like we do on the podcast.
on our podcast, which everybody should listen to. We rank our movies on the poop scale.
Yep.
Is these 5 different rankings or one overall ranking?
One overall.
One overall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we wouldn't decide. I mean, like, I would say that the one that I liked the most got a better review than what we just wouldn't agree.
So
Agree.
No, we don't.
refresh my memory on the poop because someone's getting confused and I'm afraid.
Well, you need to explain to the viewers.
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
to the.
Dan, how does the poop scale work?
The more poops you get, the better the bad movie.
Mhm.
Wait a minute. This blew my mind. The more poops
Yeah.
equals the better the bad movie.
What's the
Yeah.
most poops you can get?
5 poops.
5 poops, and that's an amazingly bad movie.
Yep.
Like you liked it,
Yeah.
you enjoyed
So
it.
it is great.
So Birdemic would be what?
1 poop.
That's because you have to give it something. You can't give
one
it any
bird
poop.
poop.
What's a 5 poop example in your world?
Ah, what would be?
I'm trying to.
A 5 bad poop.
I would
5 poops, not 5 bad.
For me,
on a night of sin when we're doing Strike Commando. That would be
Strike
5.
Strike Commando 5 poops.
4 to 5 poops.
Yeah.
Me, Manos the Hands of Fate would be 5
I've never
poops.
seen that.
It's amazing.
It is.
Let's all watch it together.
We should.
Yeah.
Okay, so poop scale.
I'm gonna give it 3 poops. 3 poops. And what gives me that extra poop is the doctor in the head.
All right.
That's I liked it.
I was gonna go with 3 poops as well. It's good. I had fun watching it, and that's what it set out to do, is make you have fun. And I did.
Oh,
I mean, they had a solid 2 poops. They really had to squeeze out that last turd to get that third poop.
left leg shaking.
And it was like you're about to get up off the pot, and you're
And
like,
it comes
"Whoop."
back.
Yeah,
Part 2, if you will.
that's right.
All right.
Deuce.
So what's yours?
I was going to use the wordplay and say I'll give it a deuce, 2 poops. Yeah, I think it was a. I would watch this again just for,
Poops and giggles.
Poops and giggles.
Oh crap!
I couldn't say anything else. Thank you for covering for me on
So there you have it.
There it is.
poop.
It's from Wages of Sin.
When you get a chance, Scream Machine,
Scream
2015.
Machine.
Hopefully coming soon to a video distributor
Distributor.
near you.
Do you?
To you.